that. He make a whip and he enter into the temple and he upset the changers' money and he killed them, he kicked them. This is God? This is how God do? Is Jesus God? If he is God, he make a whip and he chased them in the temple of Jerusalem because they are worshiping idols, worshiping money, worshiping priests. You know, so this is the same thing to Muhammad. When Muhammad came, he came to cleanse it. Jesus came to cleanse it. This is it. So it's not about God not allowing Muhammad to do all this thing. And then I'm going to talk about if Jesus is actually God. That Brother Leon actually make it look like you have to get his obedience, otherwise you end up in the hellfire. Jesus is the only way, and on and on and on. In Matthew chapter 7 verse 21, or John 7:21, Jesus said, on that day, which day? The day of judgment. On that day, many will come to me saying, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in thy name? In thy name we cast out devil. In thy name we do so many mighty works. In thy name we went to Africa and built houses. In thy name we went to India. Jesus said, and I will tell them, get away from me. I don't know you, you who work for nothing. And he said, not all those who call me Lord, Lord will enter heaven, but those who do the will of God in heaven, they would enter heaven. Not those who call me Lord. What is the will of God? فَقُولُوا اشْهَدُوا بِأَنَّا Muslim. Those who do the will of God. Not all those who call me Lord, Lord will enter heaven, but those who do the will of God in heaven, they will enter heaven. So he's been cancelled. He's not supposed to die for you. This is what he said. He have to die. Otherwise, no way. How about those who came before Jesus? Where are they going? Heaven? Hell? Where are they going? Is there any in between where they will go? Those who came before Jesus, where are they going? In the book of Ezekiel chapter 18 verse 20, it reads, God Almighty is speaking about how to enter heaven. God said, all souls are mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The father will not bear the iniquity of the son, neither the son bear the iniquity of the father. The wickedness of the wickedness shall be upon him, and the righteousness of the righteousness shall be upon him. But if the wicked turn around and do that which is pleasing and follow the statutes of God Almighty, he shall be saved and he will enter heaven, and I will not look at his iniquity, I will forgive him. In the book of Deuteronomy, God make a reasoning. How would you say that you eat a sour grape and your son's teeth is rotten? No. If your son eat a sour grape, his teeth is going to be rotten. And if you eat, so whatever you do is upon you. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 14, verse 12, it reads, listen to the whole truth. That's what he said. This is the whole matter. Follow God, follow his commandments, for God Almighty shall look into each and every account of you as you walk on earth. On it you will be rewarded. I'm going to talk about Jesus making himself to be God. My brother quoted that Jesus said him and God Almighty are one. I said Jesus did not say he. I said Jesus did not say he and God Almighty are one. If there is that place, I want to see that place. It's John chapter 10 verse 30 where it says I and the Father are one. That's the text. In what sense did Jesus make this statement? What are the tests that go with it, before and after? In what sense did he, if I say I and the cameraman are one, naturally you need explanation. What do you mean? I say, oh, okay, I have to give reason. So the reason can be found in the same John chapter 10, but we start from 23. And I give you why he said I and the Father are one. It reads, and Jesus walked in the Solomon's temple alone, and the Jewish came and surrounded him, brandishing their finger at him, and they said to him, if thou art the Christ, tell us plainly. And he said, I have told you, and you don't believe in me. My sheep, they hear my voice and they follow me. If you don't believe in me, believe in at least the work that I do, because the Father who gave them, my disciple, to me is greater than all of you, and no one among you can take them out of my hand, neither can you take them out of my Father's hand. I and my Father are one. In this, in purpose, they are one. In purpose, God Almighty is one with Muhammad, with Jesus, with Moses, not in power, in omniscient, in omnipresent. No, in purpose they are one. So this is the purpose, the oneness. And if you still insist that I and my Father are one means one, I will refer you back again to John chapter 17 verse 19, when Jesus said, oh my Lord, I want you to be one in me, I in you, you in me, them in me in them, so that we become one. Does it mean 12 gods plus God plus Jesus, 13 gods plus God? The oneness is in purpose, man. Not in power, in glory. The oneness. so that they may know that thou hast sent me. Thou in me, me in you, you in us, them in us, so that we become one, and the world will know that I came from you. This is it. Not one in one God. No, no, no. If we have to believe in 1 John 10:30, then we have to also believe that Jesus and disciple and God are 14 gods. We become mushriks. This is not the case at all. And then we have Elohim. We have Alleluia. They call the name Yahuwah. Ask any Christian, any regular Christian, what is Yahuwah? Is it English? It's not English. It's not Greek. It is not Phoenician. It's not Latin. What is Yahuwah? Yahuwah is Arabic and Hebrew, meaning oh he. Yahuwah. Huwallahu allazi la ilaha. Yahuwah. So the word Jehovah is actually Yahuwah, because in Hebrew there is no W. The W is used as V. Yahuwah. I mean the V is used as W. So it should be Yahuwah. Jehovah. You keep changing it. Jehovah. Because in Hebrew there's no J. Where do you get the J from? There is no J in Hebrew language at all. It's Yahuwah. And then where you get Hallelujah? If someone go into ecstasy, Hallelujah, where do you get the word Hallelujah from? It's a question. We read in the scriptures that the angels, they came from the heaven and they say, Hallelujah, Hallelujah, peace be on earth and unto men and on and on. Hallelujah, Hallelujah, Allahuya, huwallahu allazi la ilaha illa huwal malik, al-Quddus, as-salam, al-mu'min, al-muhaymin. Allahuya, because the Hebrew, the Westerner, if he sees something like F-I-R-E, fire, exclamation mark, that is the Westerner. The Arab will bring the exclamation, the Arab and the Hebrew, they bring the exclamation before the actual word. So Alleluia will be Ya Alleluia, Alleluia, Allahuya. That's where it came. Ya Allah. This is what it means. This is what it means. Ask anybody. Ask the Jewish rabbi. What is Alleluia? Ya Allahu. He will tell you Ya Allah. Ya Allahu, Ya Allahu, Ya Allahu, Ya Allahu, Ya Allah. Jesus, when he was on the cross, what did he say? Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani. Did he say God, God? Did Allah, Allah, or Eloi, Eloi, or Eli? Did it sound like Allah, Allah? It sound like Allah, Allah, lama taraktani. My God, why hast thou forsaken me? That's what he said. In Arabic, Allah, Allah, lama taraktani. My God, why hast thou forsaken me? This is the name of Allah he used, but you call that God. God is something that has been modified and worshipped by the Greek and Phoenicians as their God. No one can come through the Father but through me. They say Jesus. I say, I don't have a problem with that. It's true. I agree. I'm in return asking a question. During the time of Noah, who was the way, the truth, and the light? Who was the way? Common sense demand that Noah was the way. Those who followed him in the boats, they followed the right way, and they were successful. So Noah was the way, the truth, and the light at that time. The time of Moses. He was the way. Those who followed him at the Red Sea, they were successful. So Moses was the way, the truth, and the light. This is it. At the time of Jesus, he said, I am the way, the truth, and the light, and no one can come to the Father but through me. I say, I agree. He did not say, I am the only way. I am the way. Of course, that was his time. He was the way at that time. The Quran said, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ. If you love Allah, the Quran said, then follow Muhammad. Fattabi'uni, Muhammad, follow him. But we don't use all this catchphrase because we believe in all these prophets as the messengers of God. They did not claim to be divine. They did not claim none of this. And then we talk about, the brother just mentioned about the covenant was made through Isaac and not Ishmael. We Muslims don't have any problem. We believe both of these children were being blessed by God Almighty. We believe Isaac was blessed, as well as Ishmael was also blessed. But the New Testament makes it look like Ishmael and his mother were being insinuated to come from illegitimate children. Where in the Bible did God say this is the son of illegitimate? Where is that in the Bible? I want to see it. I want to see before I leave here. Where did God Almighty say that Ishmael or Moses or God Almighty in the Old Testament about talking of this thing? Where did God Almighty say Ishmael is the son of illegitimate son? Where did he say it? Or where did Jesus say it's illegitimate son? If you read Genesis chapter 17 verse 20, it reads, Abraham was scared. He was old. He knew he's going to leave the earth. And his firstborn Ishmael was there. So he prayed to God, what is going to happen to Ishmael? And God said, Genesis 17:20, as for Ishmael, I have held thee. Behold, I have blessed him already. I will make him a great nation, I will multiply him exceedingly. He will become like a star in the heaven. He will become fruitful because he's your seed, and I will make him a great nation. Again, Genesis